Hey guys, it's Chris from 3-Day Weekend. Got a box from Amazon. Got some horns. Horns that are bigger than I expected. And a relay and a switch. Relay switch. And we're going to be installing them in that Pro XP today. First things first, these horns look smaller on Amazon. They are gigantic. Two-tone, 12-volt horns came with a relay. And then I ordered a switch. Now these rocker switches are good for 20 amps at 12 volts. So I'm thinking I don't even need to wire up a relay, which would be cool because then it's even easier. Pretty much just coming off of the bus bar, hitting a fuse, hitting the switch, going straight to the horns. But I'm going to test these. They're supposed to draw 7 amps, but I don't know if it's 7 amps per horn or if it's 7 amps altogether. So I've got my trusty old multimeter here and we are going to test it. So here's my very crude test setup. Negative, negative. Positive is going to my probe, through my meter, through the amps, then back out, and I will just touch this probe to here. And that will tell me amps on my readout. This battery is pretty charged, just under 12 volts, so this is pretty much worst case scenario as far as amp draw. Because the more volts you have, the less amps it will draw. So I'm going to hold that here. Hopefully won't go depth, and see how many amps it pulls. Okay, that's pretty loud. 2.5. So 2.5 volts. I tested them a bit more. I've got the battery drained down to about 11 volts now. And 11 volts, they stop sounding and they draw 5 amps. So I figure that's going to be worst case scenario. So 5 amps total. 20 amps is my limit. 20 amps is my limit on the switch. So I'm in good shape. I don't need to run a relay. So inside of my very filthy, very muddy razor, don't judge. That just means we were having fun, right? Pop the glove box out and pull this out. And we've got our bus bar all the way forward against there. Ignore my rat's nest of wiring. Most of that is going to come out. So we just need one of those pigtails, plug it right into the bus bar, hook our fuse to it, and we're good to go. So this is the lead that you plug into your bus bar. Red, yellow, black. Yellow is on when the key is on. You can only run about 10 amps total for the entire machine through this one. Then you've got red, which is your main one, and then black obviously is ground. So basically I want this yellow wire to light up just the backlight for the horn, so that will only light up when the key is on. But then the switch will actually work even if the ignition is off. Since it is horn, I want to be able to blow the horn even if the key is off. So that's going to run to the other side. So red will go to the switch, yellow will go to the backlight, and then black will go to ground. Okay, so let's look at the back of the switch. There it is like that, switched around. The two on the top are ground. This one bottom left is output to the horn. This one over here is for the backlight, and then this one on this side is just connecting these two. So power when the switch is thrown. So red wire is going in here. Yellow wire is going to go in here, and then this wire is going to go out to the horns. This is where I mounted the horns, and it worked out well because it came with the little bracket. So all I did was took out this bolt that holds your radiator to the frame, slid the little bracket in behind there, and tighten it back down. That one fit perfect right in here. That one fit perfect right here. I had to bend this one ever so slightly out just to keep it from rubbing, but they are not touching anything, and they are mounted perfect. And being up that high, they should stay out of the worst of the water. I've got it all wired up and it's ready to test. If I push this button, the horn should sound. Oh my gosh, it does. And if I turn this key, the backlight should come on, and it does. Sweet! It works! Alright. I just got some wiring to clean up. Then I can put this thing back together. It's done! Turn on the key, all the backlights come on, interior lights work, rock lights work. There they are. And the horn works. Shut off the key, horn still works. Juice. It'll stick on apparently if you're not careful. But the lights do not. Which is exactly what I'm looking for. And bonus, all the wiring's cleaned up. Got one relay running the whole mess. And that reduced me down to 2 plugs. I was on 4. Beautiful. Well, now I get to try to put all the fenders on and remember where all of these screws went. Wish me luck. We are done. I even cleaned it up a little bit so it's looking a little better. Not a perfect clean, but it'll work. Horns are tucked way up in here. You can hardly even see them. So they should stay out of the worst of the weather and the spray and the mud and everything. And we've got our buttons. Horn works. Backlights work. Everything is done. I will post videos of everything I use to make this happen. So hopefully it will help you do it to yours if that's what you want to do. Don't forget to give us a like, subscribe. We'll see you next time on 3-Day Weekend.